Hello everyone, welcome to my Emmerdale channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. 4 Emmerdale spoilers for Mondeck 22. Robert and Aaron targeted, and Kim has another fall. Ross is accused, but they've got the wrong guy. Emmerdale. Spoilers for Mondeck 22. See tensions rising across the village as secrets, suspicions, and unresolved grudges all threaten to explode. With danger looming for Robert and Aaron, Kim refusing help even when she needs it most, and Ray daring to dream of a future with Laurel, it feels as though one wrong move could send everything spiraling out of control. Robert and Aaron find themselves under threat as their plan to bring Seb back into their lives reopens old wounds. It is clear that Ross is barely holding it together. Giving up Seb was one of the hardest things he has ever done, and the idea of seeing the child back in the village feels like torture. I think this cuts far deeper than anger. It is grief mixed with fear, and it leaves Ross lashing out. Ross makes his opposition unmistakably clear, but Aaron refuses to be intimidated. Neither man is prepared to back down, and the atmosphere quickly turns hostile. The emotional fault lines are drawn, and it feels inevitable that something will snap. When Aaron later discovers his car windscreen smashed, suspicion falls instantly on Ross. From Aaron's perspective, the timing makes perfect sense. Ross, however, insists he had nothing to do with it and swears he would never cross that line. What makes this moment so unsettling is that Ross is telling the truth. Someone else is watching from the shadows, and whoever they are clearly escalating things. It is hard to shake the feeling that Robert and Aaron are being carefully targeted and that the worst may still be to come. Over at Home Farm, Kim suffers another fall but stubbornly refuses help. Joe remains firmly shut out, but everything changes when Lydia finally admits the truth to him. She reveals that she and Sam were responsible for the actions that led to Kim's devastating accident. Joe is furious and storms back to Home Farm, determined to put things right. Kim, however, will not listen. She has canceled her family Christmas dinner and sends Joe away once again, making it painfully clear how isolated she has become. Left alone and seething with anger, Kim then takes another fall and is unable to get back up. When Lydia arrives and offers help, Kim rejects her outright and orders her to leave. Lydia refuses to go and insists on helping Kim despite the hostility. I think this moment perfectly captures Kim's internal conflict. Pride and bitterness are battling against fear and vulnerability, and Kim does not know which one to surrender to. Whether this incident softens her feelings towards Lydia remains uncertain. Meanwhile, Ray dares to imagine a future with Laurel as Celia prepares to pack up and leave. Bear is terrified that he will be abandoned, but Ray reassures him that he will not be left behind. Even though it is obvious Ray's heart is elsewhere, Bear sees straight through him and recognizes how deeply Ray is hurting over Laurel. He urges Ray not to throw away the chance of happiness while he still has it, and those words clearly strike a nerve. Ray seeks Laurel out and arranges a lunch, going to great lengths to create a fake Christmas dinner. Laurel is completely charmed, and for a brief moment Ray allows himself to believe in a different life. I think this is the most hopeful we have seen him in a long time. He begins to imagine Christmas together and a future that feels normal and safe. But Celia's shadow looms large, and it is hard to believe she will allow Ray to slip from her grasp without a fight. Elsewhere in the village, a surprise proposal catches everyone off guard, leaving the answer hanging in the air. At the same time, Sarah and Jacob continue planning their secret wedding, disguised as a gender reveal party. Charity is making things far more complicated than expected, and with so many lies already in play, it feels as though this fragile plan could collapse at any moment. With Christmas rapidly approaching, the pressure is mounting on all sides, and Monday's episode feels like the calm before a storm that is about to hit the village hard. Our guide.
Thank you.